Hey guys, so in this video we will learn about pointers. So what is pointers? Pointers are variables which store address of other variables. So let's dive into the code. So as I said, pointers are variables which store address of other variables. So let's initialize int I cout. If we want the address of I, then ampersand I. Let's see what is comes. Let's run it. Yeah, so we initialize I, then we want the address of I, so ampersand of I, so it prints the address of I. So next, what is pointers? Pointers are variables which store address of other variables. So if we want to declare a pointer in start p, it is p is a pointer of integer. So p stores, if p stores the address of I, then ampersand of I. Let's see out p. Let's see what it. Let's run it. Yeah, it prints the same address. We initialize I. Ampersand means to get the address of I. We store the address of I in a pointer, that is in star p. So address of I star in p is stored in p. Then we output p. Let's. We can use for float also. Float f equal to 8.6 float, and the pointer is pf. We need the address of f. Let's see out f. Let's see out pf, and let's see out address of f. Well, it is same. It prints the same address. Yeah. So the address of I is this one, this cout command, and cout p is this one, second line. Cout pf means this one is same. And here we can use double also. Double d equal to 111.32. Double, we create a pointer here pd and put the address of d there. So let's print out pd. let's say, let's run it. Let's run it. Yeah, so it is coming the same. If we here cout and %d, we can use the pointer can be of any type. So here we output pd and here we output and %of d, means both are address of d. Run. So they are coming same. So let's look at the next section. So here if we initialize I with 10, says I is initialized with 10, and so let me remove this one. Let's say I is initialized with 10 and we create a pointer and store the address of I. If we print out p, then it will give out the address because p is pointed to the address of I. So let's say, yeah, it contains the address. Now if we want to get the value of I, that is 10, so then we have to use a sign star p. Let's check and run it. Yeah, so if we want to get the address, then simply we should cout p. If we want the value that I contains, then star p. So now take a look, what can be the size of p. Cout size of p. Let's take what is the size of p. Usually it is 4 bytes integer. So it is 4 bytes. But generally it is machine dependent. Let's see if we give I plus plus, then what happens. Let's see if we increment I. So if we increment I, then the value increases by 1. So 10 becomes 11. Let's cout star p, what will this contains. Pointers are important in programming in C++. So both are pointing to the same locations, so the value is same. So when we declare pointers, when we initialize I, it is always better to initialize it. Don't make it uninitialized. So if we don't want anything to initialize, just make it 0, because if we don't initialize it, then it will point to some random garbage value. So I think it is all about the introduction of pointers. See you in the next lecture.